done logs yet. I want to know when it's going to be worth 100,000. So I'm saying, when will it equal 100,000?
You put that in for y, then you solve for 20.
Okay, right now, you need to then solve for time. Okay. Eventually we will do this with logarithms and you'll be able to solve it, but right now you don't have that option. Our only option is to solve it with our calculators. And let me see if you remember this. If we graph this thing, we're going to get some growing exponential function.
We have to graph it after, did
We did on calculators, yeah. Yeah, we did a little. Okay, if I want to know when it hits 100,000, is that a y-coordinate of 100,000 or an x-coordinate of 100,000? Why? So what you actually are going to have to do on your calculator is you're going to have to put a line across at y equals 100,000, and you are going to have to ask it to do an intersection to find your answer. Okay, so I need to remind you, how do you punch that in your calculator and get it to do that?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So if you need to know when it will equal y, you're going to have to go to your calculator, to a graph page, so back to your main menu. I would suggest for you all need to save these to prove to me that you did your homework. So do a new document. No, don't save that. And do a graph. That way you can save it. Once you do the graph, you come up here and you hit save, file save, and you can save your document. Then you won't lose your stuff. Okay, so I would need to put in this formula first. You all would hit tab to get down there, and it was 22,000 times 1.052. I remember right, 1.052. Okay. It wants to graph with x's, not t's, so you put x in as your variable, not t. Okay. You would have to get the function drawn. Now, what's going to happen when I hit enter? Why can't we see it?
Zoom out.
It's way out. It's at 22,000.
It's out to lunch.
It's way out there. Okay, in our case, since we also wanted to know when it was going to equal the 100,000, I'm going to go ahead and put y equals 100,000 in the second equation. 1, 2, 3. That's 10. There's 100,000. Okay, I'm going to get both those in there. But then, yeah, you can't see them, so you're going to have to zoom out until you find it. Aha! But look, I'm only at 106. This thing's at 22,000. Am I going to have to zoom like 50,000 years to get there? Is there a better way to get there than zooming out? If you don't want to zoom out forever, if you think it's going to take forever to find it, you can change your window settings, which is still under Windows Zoom, and you change number 1. Change your window settings to what you want. Okay? How many years do we think this might be out? Well, we know it was, in 20 years it was 66,000. So in 50 years, 100 years, I'm going to guess 100. I always guess big. Okay. And then my y-coordinates, I needed it to hit 100,000, right?
Go 120,000.
So I need the max. The min really doesn't matter. I need the maximum to go something over 100,000. 200,000? 200,000? Menu number 4. Menu 4.1. And so you can change your window, and now we're in nice settings. We can see our intersection point. How did you find the intersection? Menu. I'll go back to it in a minute. Analyze graph, intersection, and you'll have to You'll have to highlight over it so it says lower bound. You got to get on the left side again.
Go now, go.
Hit enter. Get on the right hand side.
Go now.
Once you cross it, it'll say intersection.
You say what, about 30 years?
So 29.9, about 30 years. Yeah.
Good. Just take a while.
Why don't we do it 2000? Totally more accurate. Yeah, I think so you have 3 or 4 kind of wordish problems like that. They actually give you most of the equations for those, but you'll have to get your answers with the calculator for the most part. So we learn how to solve them with logs.
Moving on. Get bang of this thing.
If you recall, this was the chapter last year you actually made me for one more word problems on the test, because the word problems were actually easy.
That's my new favorite.
Okay, I don't think in 3 minutes can I make it.
Hey, Miss Mark, it's dead.
Okay.
Oh, dude, and you're still recording.
Oh, okay.
Hump day.